Welcome to June, my beautiful friend. This is an energetically dynamic, super dynamic month. We're going to have transits of expansion. We're going to have transits that feel like contraction. To me, this says we are in a period of rebirth. We are in a period of birthing something new, a new self, a new soul's essence, perhaps, a new story about who we are and what we're capable of, and with new possibilities emerging, especially because we begin in Gemini season, which is all about the magic and synchronicities and the ideas and the possibilities, the visions that we can co-create with the divine. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the major transits of June. I'm going to give you the key dates so that you can prepare and know what to expect. And most importantly, share with you how we can best work with these aspects with the most ease and grace. So be sure to watch part 1 of this video so you get the big picture overview of what is going on during the month of June. And in the 12 sign readings, I'm going to be talking about where Pluto and Jupiter are making a trine, are coming together and harmonizing in your natal astrology chart based on your rising sign. And as always, I will also be pulling an oracle card for each of the 12 signs. I love the additional intuitive messages that come through the cards. I can't wait to dive in with you, but first I want to say hello and welcome. If you're brand new to the channel, this is a like-minded community. You have found your tribe. If you want to feel empowered through astrology, you have found the right place. Be sure and subscribe so you don't miss a video. And hello and welcome back to those of you who've been watching my videos. Thank you so much for your subscribes. Thank you so much for your presence. I'm thrilled to have you in our community. And if you're watching on Sunday, hi to my Sunday chat friends. Everyone is invited every Sunday, 9 a.m. Pacific time when we gather in the chat for the premiere of my videos. I'm Betsy Gutting. I am a psychic astrologer, an intuitive life coach, and the author of the book, The Magic of Saying Yes, Answering Your Heart's True Calling. And in my videos, as well as my professional astrology consultations, I weave together divine downloads, spiritual principles, and Western tropical astrology. So stay tuned to the end of this video where I will share with you a little bit more about my astrology and coaching offerings. And I also have a free gift for you, and I will tell you about that at the end of the video as well. I do write about the astrology between videos, the weekly astrology. So if you'd like to get my inspirational weekly astrology updates direct to your inbox, go to my website, sign up for free, and you will get those before they go out to social media. And you'll also get my free gift, which is an instant download. As we begin this month of June with the Sun and the two benefics, Venus and Jupiter, in the sign of Gemini, which rules the mind, I'm reminded that it is never too late to change your mind, to step into the truth of who you really are, to follow your spirit in the direction that your heart is guiding you. And I love this quote from Dale Turner: "Dreams are renewable no matter what our age or condition. There are still untapped possibilities and new beauty waiting to be born." We begin this month with the expansive transit. Once in a lifetime, only once in our lifetime, will we have this transit of Jupiter in Gemini, trining Pluto in Aquarius. This transit will be exact from June 1st to the 3rd. But it will stay in orb through the 12th of June, and we may feel it for several days after that as well. What does this mean? Jupiter, the planet of enthusiasm, divine protection, good fortune, wanting to bring us blessings, to expand us in some way. The sage, the teacher, the wise teacher, making a trine, positive energy flow, wind at your back, flowing us forward with Pluto in Aquarius, a fellow air sign. Also ruling the mind, our thinking, the thoughts that create our reality, wanting to empower us, wanting to take us to the next level of our soul growth, wanting us to feel more empowered from the inside out. In a word, Pluto is transformation. It's an intense, passionate energy, and with a trine, it can feel especially passionate. With Jupiter in Gemini, our transformation tends to come through other people. Why? Because Gemini is about friendship. Gemini is about finding simpatico soul friends, soul brothers, soul sisters. In Gemini energy, we want to have that one-on-one coffee date. And this reminds me of an idea, Gemini energy, an idea that I had a long time ago that I never decided to take to fruition, but it was an idea to start a community coffee house. And I was going to call it something like the Creativity Cafe. And in the Creativity Cafe, you could meet a friend for coffee, yes, but there would be much more. There would be a metaphysical bookstore. There would be a place where you could create a vision board. There would be a place where you could do any kind of art. And it would be known as the place where anyone can come and hang out with their friends and create from the heart. Turn your vision into reality, brainstorming and heart storming, working things out in community with others. So I'm going to let you know when I get to the 12 sign readings what themes will be up for you during this transit, which you could already be feeling. But big picture for all of us, we're getting a boost. We're getting a burst of energy. We're getting a sense of, I can do this. It's a sense of power, empowerment that has to do with a new horizon, a new adventure, new learning, new growth. And it could come as subtly as a change in perception or a dream that you have that has you reframe your past in some way. It could come as a healing a story, an inner narrative. Because remember, we're working with Pluto energy as well. And while Jupiter is quite expansive and in Gemini, it's fun and sparkly and magical and can feel like a synchronicity, or I wasn't planning for that to happen, or wow, that came out of the blue. That was super fun. And it can be the tiniest conversation that you have in the grocery store with the checkout person that opens something up in your mind. But remember, Pluto's involved too. It's not just Jupiter and Gemini, it's also Pluto in Aquarius. And Pluto in Aquarius wants to progress something in our life that will be transformative. It is an intense, passionate, transformative energy, often involving some sort of death and rebirth. Yes, it's a trine. I don't think this is a painful death and rebirth at all, but it could feel like a moment of something leaving, something dying, an old aspect of yourself, an insecurity that you had that is now fading away. And I encourage you to follow the thread of any ideas that you're getting, any conversations that you're having, anything that feels like a yes, invitations that you get, anything that feels like a yes, going for it, following that thread, because often it's one tiny invitation or experience that leads to the next, and pretty soon we're in brand new territory. And it feels like the sun is coming out on our life in a whole new way. Also, remember that Pluto in Aquarius wants to up-level our sense of power. It favors collaborations. It favors anything that would benefit the community, the tribe, meeting new members of your tribe, new soul connections, humanitarian efforts, causes that have meaning and purpose for you, and technological advances. This could be a quantum leap in your thinking. And overall, many of us are going to find ourselves saying yes to an adventurous new beginning that takes us into brand new soul territory, because Pluto rules our soul's evolution. So any ideas that you get that spark your inner fire, anything that feels like a spark to you, write it down, share it with another. Have a conversation about it. And don't be surprised if you feel an amplification or an activation of your desire for success. If you feel more ambitious, if something feels quite big to you, that would be Jupiter expanding a possibility in Pluto and Aquarius energy, which does rule wealth, by the way. And when I say wealth, I mean wealth to you, your definition. I am not just talking about money. I am not just talking about financial assets. I'm talking about what is wealth for you. It's different for all of us. Because this is a collective transit, we're all going to be feeling it energetically. It will feel more intense and personal for you if you have planets or points between 0 and 2 degrees, 0 and 2 degrees of the air signs, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But we all have 1 degree of Gemini and 1 degree of Aquarius somewhere in our natal astrology chart. And this is what I'm going to be speaking with you about in the 12 sign readings. These are the themes that will be coming up for you personally. Now, keep in mind that Jupiter will be in Gemini, transiting a particular area of your chart for a full year. It entered on May 25th, and I have a separate video for you on the Jupiter and Gemini transit. But this month of June, Jupiter will be traveling from 1 to 8 degrees. So if you have planets or points in the mutable signs or the air signs between 1 and 8 degrees, the energies of those planets will be activated in the month of June. And what this means exactly will depend on what planets or points they are, how they are being aspected. Are they soft or hard aspects? And this is something I can tell you much more about in a personal astrology consultation. Now, moving forward, we have some power days that I'm super excited about. Just after this Jupiter trine Pluto transit, we're going to have Mercury making a trine to Pluto in Aquarius. Mercury will enter Gemini on June 3rd. It will immediately trine Pluto at 1 degree, and it will also conjunct Jupiter in Gemini. So these are super dynamic aspects. And of course, Mercury is the divine messenger. It does rule our thinking, our everyday logistics. So you could get some good news. You could get a spiritual insight. You could receive an aha or an epiphany that really does shift something for you, that really does open you up to a new horizon. And this is timed really beautifully with the Jupiter trine Pluto transit as well. Not only this, but we also have a Venus Cazimi happening on June 4th. So I'm not joking when I say these are power days. Actually, the first 4 days of June are power days. Beautiful, expansive energy. A Venus Cazimi is Venus coming together with the sun. So Venus energies are everything that makes us feel good in life. They are beauty, pleasure, comfort, connection, especially in Gemini. Venus in Gemini wants to connect with other people. Friendships take on a great importance for Venus in Gemini. If you're trying to make a decision, this is a beautiful time to get together with another like-minded person, someone that you trust, someone that you know would have your back, and talk about it with that person. Let them help you get clarity, because Venus Cazimi is a time of clarity. Venus is being infused with the light of the sun. And this is a particularly remarkable Venus Cazimi because Venus is in her fullness during this Venus conjunct Sun transit. Why do I say this? Think back to June of 2020. What was going on for you in June of 2020? Especially when you think of Venus themes: money, love, romance, beauty, pleasure, all the delicious, yummy things in life. What was happening for you, my friend, in June of 2020? That was when Venus was at the same degree point. She was retrograde at 13 to 14 degrees. She was in a new phase. Now she's in a phase of giving birth to whatever has gone on over this 4-year period. And I'm talking growth here. I'm talking soul growth. The lessons that we've learned along the lines of Venus, so love for many of us. Money and how we work with our money. This could bring up themes of abundance or lack or visions of love and financial freedom. Anything that you prize in terms of beauty. There's a fruition happening here with this Venus. There's a coming to fruition moment, like being 9 months pregnant, about to give birth. Venus is fully ripe. This Venus Cazimi is saying you have come a long way. Take stock of how the Venus within you is new again, has evolved. The self-reflection, the soul growth, the maturation. Maybe you used to go into fantasy when it came to romance. Maybe you used to project things onto other people, onto partners that weren't really true about them, and this was quite disappointing to you or deflating. And you've done work on that as well. So now you may be ready, and this is with the Venus coming together with the sun may be showing you that you are now ready for a higher octave manifestation in love, finances, beauty, pleasure, enjoyment of life, the fulfillment of your life, my friend. Now we're going to feel an energetic shift with the Gemini new moon, and I have a separate video for you on the new moon where I do a much deeper dive. But I do want to say that the reason the energy is going to shift is because the new moon and Venus in Gemini, will both square Saturn in Pisces. Saturn in Pisces can be an ending. It can be something closing out. It can be something coming to completion. It can be a feeling of bittersweet. I'm letting this go. It's run its course. This relationship is over. I'm moving to a new place. I'm no longer feeling very vital where I was before. It can be a lot of different things depending on where it's happening in your chart. It can also be a decision that you are no longer going to continue sacrificing something, your time, your energy, your resources, that you've noticed you're giving too much to something and you're pulling it back. Or it could just be there's pressure to get some work done. And you can't escape it, Pisces energy. We can't escape it. We can no longer procrastinate. We have to do what is burning underneath us. We have to get to it. Now, after the Gemini new moon, Saturn is going to square the Sun and Venus exactly. So if you have planets or points between 18 and 20 degrees of Pisces or the other mutable signs, Gemini or Virgo, you will feel these Saturn squares more personally. And the antidote for this, how you can best work with this energy with the most ease and grace, is taking care of your emotional well-being, because Pisces is a water sign. It takes us into the depths. And in Pisces energy, we want the ideal. We have a vision of how something could be really beautiful. And that includes unconditional love. But in real life, we don't always, and we often don't, experience unconditional love in our relationships. And so this Saturn square energy in Pisces is an invitation for us to breathe through any emotional triggers, to process emotions that have not yet been processed, oftentimes from lifetimes ago or childhood, to self-soothe, and in doing so, to take charge of your own emotional well-being. So what can really help is a decision. I call it taking a stand for your own emotional well-being by saying, I will not allow anyone else to affect my emotional peace, my sense of inner peace. And I know this is easier said than done, but by taking that stand, we're setting an inner boundary, and that allows us to set those outer boundaries that help us cultivate a long-term habit or practice of self-love. And I have a video for you on YouTube on inner child healing called Reparenting Yourself, with beautiful tools that I offer you for self-love, self-soothing, increasing your self-esteem, and I will link to that in the description box below. Now, after these squares from Saturn to the Gemini planets, to the Sun and Venus, we have on June 11th, a transit that could either feel quite empowering or discombobulating and combative even, and that is Mars in Taurus making a square to Pluto in Aquarius. Mars, Pluto in a hard aspect, a square, can feel explosive, can feel like put your dukes up. But if we are consciously working with this energy, we can use it quite constructively. It can really move us forward in an empowered way. It can feel like I'm doing this thing. I have exactly on my mind what I know is going to empower me and help me and or the world progress forward. This could be you joining up with another person or a group of people to really power forward on a project or something that means a lot to you. Mars in Taurus, that is building something tangible. Pluto in Aquarius, it is something progressive that is going to make the world a better place. But if anything comes up for you around this time of June 11th, always give it a day before, a day after or so. If anything comes up for you that feels kind of like an icky feeling where you get pulled in your solar plexus, where something feels deceptive or toxic, if that happens, then Pluto in Aquarius is helping you to clear out your foundation, to cleanse the foundational aspect so that you can continue building or rebuilding from there. On June 14th, we have another expansive aspect, another aspect that can feel like a beautiful reset. It's another Cazimi, and this is Mercury now Cazimi. Mercury in Gemini coming together with the Sun in Gemini. And remember that Gemini energy is ruled by Mercury. So Mercury, our thinking, our planning, our logistical ways of doing our lives is getting a reset, is getting infused with the sunlight. This means an expansive uplift in your consciousness. And you could feel this in your body. You could feel yourself downloading new light codes even. You could feel your third eye buzzing as you get an energetic upgrade during this Mercury Cazimi. So this is really beautiful. And because Gemini energy is all about freedom, don't be surprised if you feel more free around this time. If you get some sort of epiphany or aha moment that makes you feel like, yes, I feel like I can step into a whole new level of personal freedom. Now, I find it really interesting that these expansive moments in June are being alternated by contracting moments. The Pisces energy squaring the Gemini energy. And we're going to have another one of these moments of contraction just a few days after the Mercury Cazimi. We're going to have Neptune in Pisces at 29 degrees, the very last degree of Neptune in Pisces. And Neptune has been in Pisces since 2011. So it's had a very, very long journey, and we're getting to the end of it. And between June 16th and June 20th, Neptune is going to square Venus, Mercury, and the Sun in Gemini. I think of this as a cosmic wrap-up. Any place, my friend, in which you have felt disillusioned, where the reality of life has not matched your ideal, your fantasy even. It's okay to have fantasies. Fantasies are the stuff of which often our creations come, right? So there's nothing wrong with fantasy. But sometimes, especially in relationships or in a job situation, we find that the reality is very far from the fantasy. And Neptune making a square to the planets of Venus, Mercury, and the Sun, big picture, is taking our focus to what is real compared to the ideal. And do you still want to stay with it? Are you ready to let it go? Where is a course correction needed for some of us? You could also feel exhausted. I mean, when we have strong Pisces energy, that alone can make us really tired. Neptune especially can make you feel really, really tired. You could feel like, I am done. I put so much work into this. I put so much effort into this, whatever it is, whether it's a relationship or a project or the way that you do something, whatever it is, you could feel like, I cannot keep doing it in the same way. I've hit a wall. It could feel like burnout. It could feel like I need a sabbatical. I need a break. I need a vacation, or I'm taking 6 months off, or I'm taking a year off. And I know a lot of you are saying, I wish I could afford to do that. But what this transit is asking us to do is balance whatever feels out of balance. And because the Gemini planets are the ones being squared, this is mental energy. Neptune in Pisces is emotional energy, watery energy. So you could feel overwhelmed. You could feel like, I need to balance my mental space and my emotional body. This is the time for exquisite self-care. If there was ever a time for exquisite self-care, this is it. This is the time to put yourself first. You will feel Neptune squaring the Gemini planets most personally and intensely if you have planets or points between 28 and 29 degrees of the mutable signs of Gemini, Pisces, Sag, or Virgo. But we're all going to feel it on a collective level. Pisces rules the collective unconscious. This transit is not going to last forever. It is a few days long. So you may find yourself stepping back, resting, surrendering, letting the divine take the lead. And the beautiful thing about Pisces energy is that We can do a lot of this work in our sleep. You may notice during this time that you have really active dreams. You may work stuff through subconscious patterning, for example, or programming. You may be working that through and out while you sleep or in your dreams. This is the time to release disappointments. This is the time to release any sort of sense of where you feel victimized, where you feel like you got the short end of the stick. You could have losses come up to process. This transit is wanting us to let that all wash away. Let the water come and wash it away like a wave, taking it out, because it is time for us to step into our new life, our new vision, the new chapter. Think of the other energies that are happening this month that I just mentioned before this. Expansive energies, new visions, new perceptions, new projects, new ideas. So big picture, this Neptune energy is coming to wash away anything that takes us out of our full empowerment. And especially emotional sadness, melancholy, disappointments, regrets, all of that guilt even, let it wash away, let it go. Now, when the sun moves into Cancer on June 20th, and we have the solstice, the summer solstice in the northern hemisphere, the winter solstice in the southern hemisphere, the energy is going to soften. There will be another shift of energy, and I really love this shift. Why? Because it's cardinal energy. It is self-starting. It is, I want to initiate something new. Cancer is the energy of emotional nurturing, home and family, what we need to feel emotionally secure. And Cancer energy is a softer energy. It's where we're very empathic, where we really want to help others feel good. And just after the sun moves into Cancer on June 21st, we're going to have a full moon in Capricorn. I will do a separate video for you, of course, on the full moon in Capricorn, but it is going to oppose Venus. So it's definitely going to bring up all of the feels around love and beauty and pleasure, home and family and mothering especially. But I will do a separate video for you on that with a much deeper dive. And I feel that the last days of June are going to be a relief compared to those harder energies of Pisces planets squaring the Gemini planets, because those aspects are going to shift into trines. Pisces energy trines Cancer energy. And on June 26th, in fact, we have a transit of Mercury in Cancer making a trine to Saturn. So this is stabilizing, it's fortifying, it's helping us create a strong foundation for whatever it is that we're creating going forward. So we will have been through the contractions. We will have done the letting go. We will have done the surrendering that we needed to do. We will have let Neptune and Pisces wash away what is no longer us. We will have shed that skin, and we will be ready to step even more into what I've been calling the brand new soul cycle, new soul territory that holds beautiful promise and joy and delight for each and every one of us. Okay, my beautiful friends, so let's do the 12 sign readings now. In your 12 sign readings, I am going to focus on the once in a lifetime trine between Jupiter in Gemini and Pluto in Aquarius. This is a big transit. This is an important transit, and I want to let you know which two areas of your chart are being activated by this super powerful, empowering transit. So listen to your rising sign. That is the area of your life in which you will be experiencing these energies. And you can also listen to your moon sign, which is your emotional body, and your sun sign, which is your life force energy for further intuitive messages. So we're going to start with Gemini because Jupiter is in Gemini. Hello, beautiful Gemini. Gemini, I have my natal sun in Gemini, and you are going to be experiencing this Jupiter trine Pluto, which as a reminder is going to be exact June 1st through 3rd, but then you may feel it for another week or so after that. It will still be within orb, and you're going to experience it on your 1st and 9th house axis. So Jupiter is in your 1st house. You have a whole year of Jupiter in your 1st house, beautiful Gemini, in which you are going to be learning and growing. Jupiter, the sage, the planet that Rules are higher learning, our spiritual evolvement. And because this is the house of your identity and the roles that you play and how you see yourself, the house of I am, what you call yourself, this is a chance for you to expand into a whole new level of expression. This means that you could get offers of a new job, or you could get an opportunity to start a new business, or you could get someone joining your family, or you partnering with a new person, which then changes your title or your role. Now, Pluto is transiting the 9th house of your chart. So we have Jupiter in the 1st house, which is your identity, and then we have Pluto in the 9th house, which is also expansion. It's the house of expansion. So this is quite a dynamic transit for you, Gemini. The 9th house rules your higher learning. I think a lot of you are going to be taking new adventures, long distance travel. These are adventures that are meaningful to you. There's depth here in the 9th house. There is expansion here. So it's long distance travel. It is taking new courses, studying metaphysical arts like astrology, learning new philosophies. It could be getting a master's degree or a PhD. It doesn't have to be the woo-woo arts only. It's about expanding your mind. It's also publishing. So you could publish a book here. Many of you, I feel, are, if you like to write, and that's a Gemini thing, write or speak, communicate to the world. Many of you are going to be jump-starting a project such as a book or a podcast or creating your own course or a social media platform. It can be a lot of different things, but it's you putting your message out into the world, Gemini, and this is where you are getting a lot of support, a lot of power. Don't be surprised if you decide to move to another country. That could happen too, or to take a sabbatical in another country, or to spend an extended time away in another culture if that really lights you up. So remember, Pluto is going to transform you through whatever you're taking on, whatever that new idea is, new possibility, new project, new thing that you're putting your effort into, that is going to be a reflection or an expansion of your identity. Pluto is going to transform you through that process. You will become a new version of you, the next greatest version of who you came here to be, beautiful Gemini. So let me shuffle for you and see what the cards have to say now. Gemini, your card is, you know what to do. Archangel Uriel, trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. I love this so much. Your inner knowledge. Gemini, you may or may not be aware of this. In Gemini energy, I don't even want to call it the lower octave. Part of Gemini learning is to trust that they have enough knowledge. Most Geminis often feel that there's always more they could know. You're a great researcher. You're a great detective. You get what you need to make a decision, but sometimes you could feel like, I don't have enough. I need more. I need more knowledge. And this card is so specifically speaking to that by saying, you have the knowledge you need. You know what to do. Go for it, beautiful Gemini. The world is your oyster. Okay, Taurus. Hello, beautiful Taurus. Taurus, you are going to experience Jupiter trining Pluto, once in a lifetime transit, across your 2nd and 10th houses. What does this mean? Jupiter is expanding 2nd house areas for you, your earned income, your values, how you view yourself, your material possessions. This is the house of material security. Jupiter here wants to expand that. So as I spoke about in my Jupiter and Gemini video, which you may want to check out if you haven't already, this is going to expand your earned income. Many of you, you're going to get a new job, you're going to start a business, you're going to get a side gig, something that expands your earned income, which then can have ripple out effects on your self-esteem and self-worth, or it could happen the other way around. However, there's more than just Jupiter and Gemini, because it is trining Pluto and Aquarius, and Pluto and Aquarius is in your 10th house of career. Now, this is not just career, it's legacy, it's retirement for some of you. It is your passionate vocation, it's meaning and fulfillment. It's how you want to spend your time if it's not career. So what this means is that Jupiter's expanding your sense of self-worth and deserving, and then that is flowing in beautiful trine energy to your 10th house of career and legacy and retirement and fulfillment. So this is an increase in fulfillment. This is you transforming Pluto, you receiving a transformation through anything that you take on in this 10th house career, legacy, fulfillment area. And that, I believe, will be jump-started by either a higher income that you receive or a sense of, I have new values now. I have new values since 2020, especially most of us do. You may be feeling that as well. Or that you now feel a higher sense of deserving, and that is allowing you to take steps to say yes to an idea, a project, a new 10th house thing that is going to really fill your sails with new wind and make you feel that much more prosperous and materially secure, Taurus. So listen to the signs, the nudges you get from spirit, listen to your own spirit and follow the thread of desire, of the spark of inspiration. And let's see what the cards have to say for you, Taurus. Taurus. Taurus, your card is Chakra Clearing, Archangel Metatron. Archangel Metatron helps us to organize our lives, helps us to get clarity, and helps us to do like the very basic organizational things that we need to do to feel like we are mentally, it's mental energy, which is perfect for this air trine. It helps us to organize our thinking too. Call upon me to clear and open up your chakras, says Archangel Metatron, using sacred geometric shapes. Some of you are going to get a higher consciousness infusion that opens you up to things like using sacred geometry or anything else that feels very esoteric, but that comes through your crown chakra. This is very purple. It's very crown. I love this. I absolutely love this. If I were you and I saw this and you relate to this, I would definitely look into sacred geometry as a way to expand, clear your chakras and to expand your mental awareness and to open up your crown chakra. There's a crown chakra elevation for you. And I love how this coincides too with Pluto being at the very top of your chart. So beautiful, beautiful Taurus. If this resonates, let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear. Okay, Aries. Hello, beautiful Aries. Aries, you are having Jupiter transiting your chart in the 3rd house and Pluto's transiting your chart in the 11th house. So you are experiencing this trine of Jupiter and Pluto across your 3rd and 11th houses. What does this mean? Your 3rd house is the house of mindset, of communication. This is your everyday thinking and all of the things that you do, the errands that you run and where you go to do the things you need to do, like buy food and you're shopping and you're working out and all those things that we do. It also rules transactions and agreements and your devices, your vehicles, and your relationships with neighbors, siblings, aunts, uncles, and cousins. So this is what Jupiter's expanding. Some of you will have a healing with Jupiter here. With one of those relationships that I just mentioned in your neighborhood, with people that you interact with on a regular basis, or a shifting of your mindset, a healing of your subconscious mind, a new story that comes forward where you just completely shift and you consciously decide to shift the story of who you are. Aries, this is huge. It's really huge. Now, how is this interacting with Pluto? It's trining Pluto. It's sending its expansive energy to Pluto in your 11th house of everything online. This is the house of friendships. This is the house of supportive alliances. So what this says to me is that Jupiter is expanding your everyday awareness and your mindset, and that's opening you up to a transformation, a healing transformation, new soul growth in one of these 11th house areas. It's also financial gains, long-term gains, and hopes, wishes, and dreams. So because of whatever goes on in your everyday reality with Jupiter, that may open you up to online dating, for example, and then you could meet new friends through that, or you could meet new soulmate, new lover, new spouse, whatever you want, whatever you're looking for through online dating or through getting on some sort of platform that is for like-minded people, and you meet people through that as well. Overall, you're going to feel more supported. Some of you may start a group. Some of you, this is an 11th house kind of area, is that you start a new organization or group that people can come to that is for a specific cause, or that is for a specific, like a meetup group for astrology, or a meetup group for financial planning, or whatever it is that you're excited and passionate about. Pluto is passion. Pluto is also wealth. And again, I have to say wealth is different for everyone. You have your own definition. But because this is also the house of long-term financial gains, there could be something here about you collaborating with other people, or getting people together, being a leader in getting people together, or you join up with another person and you guys start a group that then opens you up to a lot more people and sends you on the road to fulfillment of a dream that is happening for you now. This is the house of fulfillment and dreams. Whatever it is, it will be transformational for you. Even though it's a trine, which is ease and flow and the wind at your back, it is still going to transform you. It is still going to give you, whether it's a big feeling or a mini feeling, a feeling of rebirth, of an old self dying and a new self being born, new soul essence coming through for you to share with the world, beautiful Aries. And as you are a pioneer, you are someone who's willing to take chances, makes mistakes, and get messy, as Miss Frizzle says on the Magic School Bus. You do have the ability to be courageous. You have the willingness and you like to test the limits. I have Mars in Aries, I know this. You like to go to your edge to find out if you can do it. You like those challenges. You do rise from adversity and take on new challenges, and then love that feeling of success, right, Aries? So leave me a comment if that's true for you. So let's pull a card for you and see what the cards have to say. And you could start a new social media platform that will be transformative to you as well. Or just spend more time on one, or change one, start a Facebook group, that kind of thing. Okay, Aries, this is such a perfect card for you. Why? Because it's patience. And with Mars in Aries, I know that patience is not a strong suit of Aries, but I always say that I think the reason for that is because Aries people are used to, from past lifetimes, Atlantean times, for example, being able to literally, or almost literally, think a thought and have it materialize. And then here we are in a much slower vibrating consciousness environment. Earth moves a lot slower, and it's hard to be patient because things don't materialize always. Sometimes they do, but a lot of times they don't just like poof, they're there, right? Okay, Aries, your card says, Archangel Jophiel, your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience. So here you go. Be patient. Know that when you planted those seeds, and give it time, Aries. Don't allow yourself to sink into the depths or the doldrums, which could happen this month with these squares from Saturn and Neptune to the Gemini planets. Don't give in to that lower emotional octave of sinking into the depths just because something hasn't happened quickly enough. Easier said than done, I know, Aries, but this card is saying your dreams are coming to fruition. Have faith. Pisces, hello, beautiful Pisces. Pisces, you are going to experience Jupiter trining Pluto across your 4th and 12th houses. Jupiter is transiting your 4th house of home, family, childhood conditioning, ancestral healing, your house of your sanctuary, your inner and your outer sanctuary. This is the house of your roots, where you want to feel belonging. I love Jupiter here, Pisces. I love Jupiter at the bottom of your chart, infusing you with protection and with new possibilities to transform your inner, most personal area of your chart, your inner self, and your home as well, your physical home as well. Now, that's where Jupiter is. It's making a trine to Pluto and Aquarius in your 12th house of rest, retreat, the subconscious mind, the house of spiritual awakening, the house where we can really have, especially with Pluto here, where we can really have some karmic healing. We can heal karmic relationships. We can release soul contracts that have expired. You may find this transit to be quite healing for you, especially if you have planets or points in the air signs between 0 and 2 degrees. You may find that something is liberating for you. Ultimately, the 12th house where Pluto is, it wants to liberate us from a past life trauma or a past experience that had us doubting ourselves in some way, that caused us to go into hiding or to pull back our energy, to not shine as brightly as we possibly can. So this transit, I feel, could be quite powerfully healing for you, especially if you notice and you're aware of whatever comes up for you that was in the unconscious hidden realms. That's Pluto. Pluto is bringing stuff up, percolating up from the surface, up to the surface, anything that has been hidden for your liberation, for your emotional freedom. And ultimately, Pisces, this is going to help you to feel more at home with yourself, more at home in your own skin. And for some of you with Jupiter here in the 4th house, this may be a healing with a family member or a new home or a remodeled home or a move that feels like quite an upgrade for you. So Pisces, let us see what the cards have to say for you now. Pisces. Spread your wings. Archangel Ariel, do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar. Where do you want to spread your wings and soar, Pisces? This card is such a yes. It's such a validation for whatever it is that you want to do, whether it involves home and family or it involves, again, the 4th house is our sense of belonging. So I feel that some of you are going to have a spiritual awakening. I feel that some of you are going to have a magical moment of synchronicity, 12th house, that opens you up to a new possibility and you say yes to it. This card is saying yes, yes, say yes, spread your wings, go for it. The time is now. Beautiful Pisces. If this resonates, let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear. Aquarius, hello, beautiful Aquarius. Ooh, 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 I bet you're feeling this transit. If you have planets or points in the early degrees of Aquarius, you are getting quite the boost to your Aquarian energy from Jupiter. So you're going to experience this energy across your 5th and 1st houses. Jupiter is in Gemini in your 5th house. What a beautiful, playful aspect. What a great place for Jupiter. It's expanding true love and romance, creativity, interactions with children, your inner child delight, anything creative, any project that you are applying your creativity to, anything that you're putting out into the world. This is really expanding you on a joyful, pleasureful, delightful level. Beautiful for dating, beautiful for new friendships, beautiful for anything that feels like love to you, and for any creative children being born, or if you want to get pregnant, very fertile placement for that as well. It is making a trine, Jupiter in your 5th house, and this could be very expansive for your kids too. So if you have adult children or any of your children, they could get some sort of prize or acknowledgement or recognition or some lucky break, some beautiful fortuitous thing happening for them as well. Now, this is making a trine, the wind in your sails, to your 1st house energy for Aquarius risings. And this is your identity, your roles, your sense of self, your vitality. This is a beautiful infusion of energy for you to say yes to a new role, to expand your identity, to see yourself in a new light, to see yourself as more empowered, to claim your power, to step up, to express what you have to say, to go for something that you want, to ask for the promotion, to ask your partner for whatever it is that you feel has been missing in your partnership. It's time to put yourself first, Aquarius. Put yourself first. Claim your power. Whatever your I am desire is, whatever you choose to embody, this is where you're claiming your power. I am powerful. I am strong. I am courageous. I am joyful. I am full of delight, whatever it is for you. That's where that intention goes. The energy will flow. So let us see now with the cards, and it's going to be transformational for you. Whatever you take on in the fifth house arena, it will be transformational for you in your identity, your roles, and how you're seeing yourself. And whatever that intention is, it will help you to embody that intention more fully. Aquarius. Oh, I need to breathe. Talk, 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 talk. Okay. Aquarius. Ooh, Aquarius. Claircognizance. Archangel Uriel. Pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you, as they are your answered prayers. Your prayers are being answered. There's a rainbow, the angels at the top of the mountain. You are reaching a pinnacle. This could be a pinnacle in your career. This could be a pinnacle in your home life. This could be a pinnacle for a child. This could be a pinnacle in a love relationship. You are standing at the tippy top of the mountain. A rainbow has come out. Claircognizance is going to allow you, or is allowing you already, to download ideas and possibilities that can then flourish in your life. It's that knowing without knowing how you know it, claircognizance. And it is the crown chakra. Your crown chakra may be opening up. You may be getting a new infusion of higher consciousness energy to your crown, infusing all of your chakras with higher vibration. Beautiful Aquarius, what is not to love? If this resonates, let me know. Leave me a comment. I would love to hear. Capricorn. Hello, beautiful Capricorn. Capricorn, you are going to experience the Jupiter trine Pluto once in a lifetime transit across your 6th and 2nd houses. What does this mean? Jupiter in Gemini in your 6th house is infusing your everyday health routines, work routines, schedules. It is expanding you in this area. It is opening you up to wisdom as it relates to what you need for your health and your wellness and your happiness at work, your everyday work. So Jupiter here could be a lot of different things. It could be a benefactor giving you a new job. It could be going to a party and finding out that there's an opening in a new field that you've been always wanting to do. Or, it could be that situation where like a job lands in your lap. Or you get turned on to a new food or a new workout routine or a new exercise that you absolutely love and that you're like off and running. You're so happy. I'm so happy I found breath work or yoga or whatever it is for you. It could be that as well. Now, Jupiter infusing this house of wellness for you, also the house of pets. So also something really beautiful for a pet. Some of you may get a new pet. It really lights up your life. It's making that trine energy. It's flowing beautiful energy to your 2nd house of money. So that new job that then could be paying you more money, you get a raise, you get a promotion, you get more money. That infuses your sense of self-worth with, it just enhances your self-worth. Or you realize you have new values and you make a new choice based on those values. You buy a new possession that you love. You feel more materially secure. Now, occasionally and lately I've seen this, I'm getting comments about like, you're always talking about money. No, that is not me at all. Whoever feels that way, you're misunderstanding. The 2nd house is the house of material security. We all feel materially secure based on what we need. It's different for everyone. So I'm being emphatic about this because I want you all to receive that which your soul is guiding you to receive. What your soul, I am about soul inspired living, and I want you to feel the freedom of having your needs met, whatever they are for you. So this transit means that you are going to be empowered in 2nd house matters. And for some of you, that will be about increasing your income, but for others of you, that will be about you feeling more loving and devoted to your own well-being, more secure from the inside out based on your self-love, Capricorn. So now let me pull a card for you. Capricorn, Jupiter trining Pluto. Courage. Archangel Ariel, be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. Capricorn, you may be wanting to take something on that feels scary. You may feel that you are up against a situation in which you need courage. This card is validating that the courage is within you, that you can do it, that it's time to stand up for your beliefs. If you are feeling like you're in a power struggle with someone, this Jupiter trine Pluto is not a power struggle transit. It's more of a, I have an idea, new possibility, or thing that I want to do, and I want to run with it, but it feels scary. And maybe there's someone in your family, a spouse or a friend, that doesn't see your vision the way that you see it, isn't supportive for whatever reason. And this is saying, have the courage, stand up for your beliefs, say what you need to say what you need to say, beautiful Capricorn. Claim it because it is yours. Whatever you're infused with in terms of inspiration, it is yours, and it is time, and the time is now. Sagittarius, 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 beautiful Sag. You are experiencing Jupiter, lucky you, in your 7th house of partnerships. What a beautiful transit. And it is trining your 3rd house, Pluto in your 3rd house. It is making a trine to Pluto in your 3rd house. So you're experiencing this transit across your 7th and 3rd houses. Jupiter and Gemini in your 7th house. Of course, that is support for your committed partnerships, whether they are personal or professional. Clients, spouses, significant others, adult children even. You are getting a buoying, a protection here. A sage wisdom is being infused in you even more, Sag, around your committed partnerships. Now, that Jupiter energy is sending a beautiful boost of fresh air energy of empowerment to your transiting Pluto in Aquarius in your 3rd house of your mindset and your communication, your emailing and your speaking and all of those things, all of your ins and outs, basically your daily connections. This is the house of daily connections. It is also the house of the solopreneur. So if you're a freelancer, if you have your own business, if you write or do any kind of social media kind of promoting and marketing, whatever you do, a website, your devices, trips that you take, networking meetings, meetup groups, whatever you do on a regular basis, or if you don't usually do those things, but you're getting an idea, a spark to go do something like that. Yes, go do it. Go do it, because this is the time to get out and about, especially when Pluto is transiting in your 3rd house. Now, I have to say, with Pluto, generally speaking, Pluto in the 3rd house, it can bring up issues with siblings. It can bring out the toxicity or the hidden unconscious stuff that has to do with these everyday, like where you have your regular meetings and interactions with people. But this trine from Jupiter is infusing you with something new. And for many of us, it will be a new idea. It will be a new possibility. It will be a spark of divine inspiration. But since you're getting this energy to transiting Pluto in your 3rd house, I really want to encourage you to go out for coffee, to have those dates with people, to do the networking things, to have the conversations, to write the articles, whatever it is that gets it out of you and allows you to interact with others, because this is where we're going to have this shared communion of ideas and possibilities, mind-storming, heart-storming, that allows it to expand and flourish and gets the fire started, Sag. It gets the fire started. And that's what's really going to get you on a roll. And if you get an idea or a desire to take a short trip, that falls in this house too. And that could also be like a beautiful shift of change of scenery for you that also expands your mind, that also brings about a positive transformation for you as well. So for some of you, this is going to spark something around freelancing or your own business. For others of you, this is going to have to do with writing or a new kind of presentation, new learning, new teaching for some of you. And ultimately, this could bring about a new partnership, either personal or like a committed partnership, romantic relationship as well. Or infuse your existing partnership or business connection with new life, with a transformational, healing, expanding effect. That could happen too. So Sag, let's see what the cards have to say. Sagittarius. Okay, Sag. Ooh, Sag. Brilliant idea. Don't you love it? Don't you love that your arrows in this card? How perfect is that? The arrow and the unicorn horn are going in the same direction. Archangel Uriel. Yes, your idea is divinely guided. Please take action to bring your idea to fruition. What idea is that for you, Sag? Whatever it is, it's divinely guided. Go for it. Bring it to fruition. Claim your brilliant idea. If you want to claim it in our community and inspire all of us, let us know. Claim it in the comments below, Sag. Beautiful. Okay, Scorpio. Hello, beautiful Scorpio. Scorpio, you are going to experience Jupiter trining Pluto across your 8th and 4th houses. Jupiter is transiting your 8th house of death and rebirth, transformation. This is where we transform from the inside out, where things from underneath the surface, our unconscious psychology brings up issues of shared resources, money from others, intimacy, emotional intimacy, where we share time, money, and energy, and often in very close, intimate ways. With Jupiter here, yes, you could have something come through that feels like a big blessing, like an inheritance, like somebody giving you money to do something, to do a project. Yes, it can be a lottery winning. It's something that is going to transform you, because the 8th house alone is transformative. And then not only this, but then we have a trine from Jupiter to Pluto in your 4th house. So because it involves Pluto and Jupiter's in your 8th house, this is sort of that double kind of Plutonic energy. It intensifies this transit. And it could be 8th house karmic contracts that are coming to fruition, or new people are coming into your life that are going to play a very key role for you in your money or in your intimacy. This could also be soul contracts in your 4th house, for example, ancestral karma. And the 4th house is our childhood conditioning. It's our roots. It's where we want to feel at home within ourselves, material security, personal power. So some of you are going to have a heart healing, I feel, during this transit. Some of you are going to perhaps heal something that's been in your lineage for some time. It could have to do with the mother, especially because the 4th house is often associated with mothering energy. Some of you could take a relationship to the next level. Somebody that you live with, a family member or a close intimate, could take that to a more profound level, and that in itself feels quite healing for you. You could have an expansion of assets. You could move to a new home. Something could get shaken up in your home. If there's anything toxic in your home life, that will get cleared out while Pluto is transiting your 4th house. But with this trine, Jupiter wants to gift you with something that is going to transform your inner or outer sense of home and security. Scorpio. So let me pull a card for you now and see what the cards have to say. This could feel serious. Like I felt my energy getting more serious, but also more calm. So I feel like this could feel like a serious placement for a Jupiter-Pluto trine, but it's going to have long-lasting positive effects for you. Scorpio. Compassion. Archangel Zadkiel. Soften your heart with respect to a situation and all the people involved, including yourself. I think maybe that's what I was feeling when I said the serious, the soberness of it. There could be a situation in which you are pulling compassion from Jupiter and from Pluto at this time. You're sourcing compassion in these energies, and Jupiter protects too. And in your 8th house, having to do with shared partnerships and money, you could feel like you're getting a sense of protection, or some of you could be having conversations, for example, with people in your family or your extended family that feel very supportive to you, that allow you to move through something. Also, Jupiter in your 8th house, that is you reaching out for advice from trusted partners. So people that can help you on a professional level, psychologically, such as through coaching or astrology, which are services that I offer, or through financial planning with a financial planner, or anything that helps you. Some of you, I'm getting that some of you are maybe going through a separation or a divorce and getting support either through counseling or through a divorce attorney, for example, that is a right match for you, could really help you to feel supported. So there are different ways that this could come through. It's different for everyone. It depends on what you're going through. But whatever it is, Jupiter and Pluto are offering you an infusion of empowerment, beautiful Scorpio. Libra, hello, beautiful Libra. Libra, you are experiencing Jupiter trining Pluto across your 9th and 5th houses. Jupiter in Gemini is transiting your 9th house, which could have you doing long distance travel. It could have you expanding your mind, new scenery, new horizons, new adventures, long distance travel. If I didn't say that already, I may have, but also you're learning, higher learning, a master's degree, a PhD, an astrology course, learning the tarot, taking a coaching course, something that is introducing new philosophies, new modalities for healing, perhaps. This is a very expansive place in your chart. It is traditionally ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter is transiting it, quite uplifting. So you're getting this beautiful uplifting transit in your 9th house of new horizons, new adventures, and it's trining Pluto in your 5th house. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous, Libra. This is gorgeous. Pluto in your 5th house can bring about a passionate love relationship. Really passionate and juicy and spicy for some of you. Encounters of love, let's say that. Also, it can bring about some transformation through your children or through your creativity. This is where you could write or create or download a creative project that is out of this world passionate for you. Very intense to have a 5th house Pluto transit. I met my former husband during a 5th house Pluto transit. So you may feel that something really becomes your object of affection in a very passionate way, that something is quite magnetic to you, whether it's a person or a project or an activity or something just like knocks your socks off. That could happen. Something could sweep you off your feet with this Jupiter-Pluto transit, I have to say. So let's see what the cards have to say. And yes, because Pluto is also connected to karma, it could be a karmic relationship if you pull in a karmic relationship. Some of you who do go on if you're going on a trip during this time, you could also meet someone on that trip, or you could just get a beautiful spark of creativity to birth a new creative endeavor. Okay, Libra. Your card is Take Back Your Power, Archangel Raziel. It's your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. I love this. For those of you who don't yet feel, let me show you the card. For those of you who don't yet feel that you are swimming in your sense of abundance, your sense of I am entitled to abundance, that it's my natural birthright to have an abundant life, whatever abundance is for you, different for everyone, whatever your definition is. This card is for you. This card is a reminder to you that it is your God-given right and power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. You are the blessing. You are a blessing to your life, to the people in your life. You are a blessing to the planet. Libra, and you were meant to receive what you need in order to be the blessing that you are to others. If you want to claim that in the comments below, let us know. I would love to hear. Virgo, hello, beautiful Virgo, beautiful Virgo. You are experiencing Jupiter in Gemini transiting your 10th house of career, legacy, how you want to spend your time. This is the house of retirement. This is the top of your chart. It's the most public house. It's where you want to source fulfillment and meaning. This is you doing what you came here to do. It's a passionate vocation for some of you, and for others, it's just, I want to spend my life doing this, whatever this is for you. That's where Jupiter is. What a beautiful place to have Jupiter transiting your chart. Now, this Jupiter energy is making a trine, positive energy flow, wind at your back, filling your sails where Pluto is transiting in your 6th house of wellness. Okay, so this is a beautiful boost to your wellness, to your daily work, to your habits, your health. 10th house and 6th house have something in common, and that is work. If it's passionate, vocational work. It's not that way for everyone. Some people make a living doing something that they're not passionate about, and then they have their 10th house vision or pipe dream or whatever it is, and they're separate. But this transit is saying you could bring those together if you don't already. This transit is also saying that, Virgo, if you have something going on with your health, this can really help you change it. And with Pluto transiting your 6th house generally anyway, Pluto wants to help you detoxify this area of your life. Pluto wants you to detoxify anything in your daily life that isn't healthy for you, whether it's an addiction. I know a Virgo who vapes, and I'm thinking of that person right now who they want to quit that vaping, and hopefully they will, because they're very close to me and I want to see them healthy. But if you have something that you want to let go of in terms of a habit that you know isn't good for you, or if you're in a toxic work environment, or if you have a toxic boss, or you don't feel like you're doing your health in the way that you want to, you don't feel like you're eating the way you want to, or that you'd like to change your exercise routines or whatever it is, Pluto here is really helping you with that. And because Jupiter is making a trine to Pluto, it is giving you a fresh new infusion of energy for this first week or two of June to perhaps make a decision or say yes to something that is going to give you this. It could be a benefactor. It could be, somebody offering you a job that's more in alignment with your passion and energy, or it could be just a conversation you have, or an article you read, or something that opens you up to a new choice around either career, legacy, retirement, or around your health and daily habits. This feels healing to me. This could also be some of you, if some of you have a pet that has been ill or needs surgery or something like that, this could also be someone giving you the money to take care of your pet if you don't have the money for that, something like that. Okay, so let's see what the cards have to say for you, Virgo. Virgo, your card is prosperity. Prosperity. Archangel Ariel, your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dream into reality. What dream do you want to bring into reality? I love that she's holding this cornucopia of gold. This brings about heart healing for some of you with the green. The gold is, to me, your crown chakra, downloading new intuitions, downloading new ideas. They could be little things like call this person, go to this place, follow up with that situation, whatever it is. Listen to your intuition, Virgo, because you are being given what you need to source that prosperity so that your dreams are fully funded. Fully funded, beautiful Virgo. If this resonates, let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear. Leo, hello, beautiful Leo. Leo, both my parents were Leo, and I absolutely love Leo energy. And you are going to experience this Jupiter trine Pluto infusion of empowering energy. A new lease on life for some of you across your 11th and 7th houses. What does this mean? Jupiter in Gemini is transiting your 11th house of friendships and alliances and support, social media, an expansion of blessings through alliances where you feel supported, where you are getting the audience you need, if that's what you need to have your dreams come true. You could be getting long-term financial goal kind of assistance. You could be having an infusion of money coming in or a return on your investments. This could be a new dream coming true for some of you. This is the house of dreams and fulfillment. What a beautiful place to have Jupiter transiting Leo. Now, for some of you, this will mean that if you have a social media platform, you get like more followers, for example, or if you are doing something where you have to market your work, and almost every job is like that, or almost every business, we have to market, we have to promote in some way, right? We have to put the word out. You're getting a lot of help and assistance. You're getting a lot of positive, you will be getting, Jupiter just went in to Gemini March 25th. You will be getting a lot of support in this area. Now, this Jupiter energy is making a trine, which is sending its beautiful air energy, its sparkly, synchronistic, magical energy to Pluto in your 7th house of partnerships. So if you have a committed partnership, this could be a new infusion of transformational positive energy, up-leveling your partnership, making it more satisfying to you. If you don't have a partner yet, expect to meet new partners, whether they are business or romantic. If you want a marriage partner, if you want significant other, expect that with Pluto there, Pluto in your 7th house is weeding out, detoxifying any partnerships that aren't in your best interest, and Jupiter infusing you with new energy here could be a new person or people coming into your life that are more of a match for your current vibration. Or Jupiter is saying, here's some sage wisdom about how you do partnerships that you may want to follow that will allow you to attract the partner of your dreams. Because Jupiter is protective and it brings us the wisdom, and it's not always tangible gains. Sometimes it's the aha moments, the epiphanies, the realizations that allow us to heal and then become more magnetic to a different kind of partnership. So let's see what the cards have to say for you, Leo. And I didn't mention online dating. Some of you could be doing online dating too and meet a spouse through online dating. Okay. Leo. Leo. Angel therapy, Archangel Raphael. Give your cares and worries to the angels. Allow the angels to take your burdens. So a very specific message for any of you that feel burdened. If you are going through some sort of, with Pluto in your 7th house, you could be going through some sort of cutting of ties to a relationship, to a person. You could be going through a significant separation or a divorce, for example. You could be saying goodbye to a business partner. You could have gone through something that felt very toxic to you or very intensely transformational, like an intense loss having to do with another person. You could have gone through that or be going through that. And I have a lot of compassion for you if you are. I've been through it myself. I know how challenging it is, but the angels are saying, call on us for therapy. Allow us to be there for you. Allow us to take your burdens. You don't have to carry it all, Leo. If it feels heavy, give it to the angels. Also, I want to encourage you to get support. Whenever we have Pluto transiting our 7th house, it's a great time to get support. But also remember that Jupiter transiting your 11th house is bringing you support from others. Especially you may find this through friends and through online connections. Okay, Cancer. Hello, beautiful Cancer. I have my rising and my moon in Cancer. And Cancer, those of you who are Cancer risings, we are experiencing Jupiter now in our 12th house. And the 12th house is, of course, the house of the mystic, rest and retreat, rejuvenation. It is where hidden things come up, especially Jupiter in Gemini. It brings up the mental loops. It brings up mental narratives. It shows us where our thinking is and is it supportive of what we want to create. It reveals all of that. And sometimes it doesn't look so pretty, right? Right, Cancer? Sometimes it doesn't look so good. But the good news is it shows us what is there to transform. And Jupiter tends to bring blessings. It tends to bring protective influences. It tends to bring karmic, how do I want to say this? Like karmic gifts, karmic relationships that soul contracts that we were meant to receive help and give help. I'll give you a quick example of this. So recently I moved into housing. My children found it for me. It is like through a friend of a close friend of my kids. And it is quite beautiful. It is an upgrade. It has gorgeous views. It has a wraparound deck. I'm looking out of this gorgeous Puget Sound right now, right out my window. It is really quite beautiful. And the appliances are all top grade. Like it is very, very new and lovely. And to me, this is a Jupiter blessing that I received. Now, is it 12th house? No. But when we look at where you're getting your blessings, we look at other houses too, depending on the planets and points. So I won't go into that right now. But I will say that just because it's 12th house doesn't mean you won't get a tangible blessing like I have recently. And the trine is happening, Cancer, to your Pluto in the 8th house, which is money and resources from other people. It's also real estate. Now, usually that means real estate that you purchase, but it's assets. It's other people coming to your aid, giving you things or sharing their time, money, and resources with you. It's also investments and loans and taxes, and it's where you could attract a partner with whom you end up sharing resources. Also a business partner. It's a transformational house. Cancer, big picture, you are going to be transformed through any blessings you receive from Jupiter to this Pluto energy in your 8th house. So this could be an uptick in your emotional or sexual intimacy, a deepening of passion for you. Both the 12th and 8th houses are quite passionate. It's where we can really feel our passion coming alive and welling up, and where we get to choose to give that expression. If we haven't been expressing it, if we haven't let our wild woman or our wild man self out, if we haven't been going to the edge of life in a passionate way, this transit says, do it, do it. Say yes to your passion. This is the time for that, beautiful Cancer. So you may reprogram something of your subconscious mind, that you may have a spiritual awakening. You may encounter a new karmic connection. And I would encourage with this transit a gratitude practice that could really help you, especially if you find that there are a lot of things bubbling up or you're having intense dreams like I am. There could be a real clearing out that happens in your dreams during this time, and it could feel intense. A gratitude practice of just the simple things that you're experiencing that are pleasant or peaceful for you can really help to keep your mind in that higher vibe place, Cancer. Okay, so let's see what the cards have to say for you. Cancer. Your card is Teaching and Learning, Archangel Zadkiel. Keep an open mind, Gemini energy, and learn new ideas. Then teach these to others. Wow. You are going to be teaching. Your mind is expanding with this transit. Your mind is expanding. I believe that Jupiter in the 12th house is going to open you up to new things that are going to light you up, that you're going to want to teach to others or share with others. Teaching is a broad idea, right? However you do it, whether you actually do a course or whether you share things with people in your life. Jupiter in the 12th house can be quite expansive to the mind. And you could have experiences of astral travel. You could have a lot of magical synchronicities, Cancer, that happen during this time that you want to write, teach, or share about in some way. So if you want to claim your new learning, your expansion, or your desire to teach, if that resonates, Cancer, let us know in the comments below. My beautiful friend, I'm excited for June astrology. Yes, it's a mixture of energies. It is taking us into a rebirth. I really feel it, a reset. We are going to feel sparked by this energy. This could be a real turning point month for many of us. Thank you for joining me for this video. Let me know in the comments below how you feel about the energies of this month, any experiences that you're having that you want to share with us. Thank you for your support, your likes, your thumbs ups, your shares of this video, your subscribes. Your subscribes mean the world to me, and they activate the algorithm to put this video out to more people who love astrology, and it really helps my channel grow. If you would like to know what planets or points in your natal astrology are being activated by this month's transits, Jupiter, Pluto, or any other transits that are going on, go to my website, check out my astrology consultations. We can do a heart's desire consultation. We can do a natal chart or a life purpose consultation. I offer a number of different choices, and it is always my goal to empower you through the astrology. I bring my coaching wisdom as well, and it is my joy to meet you on Zoom. So go to my website. I offer coaching services as well. Check out the testimonials that other clients have shared about their experience of working with me. And that should give you a sense of whether you feel called to book a session. As promised, I have a free gift for you. That free gift is a soothing guided meditation. It will reconnect you with your heart. It will reconnect you to your spiritual guides, to the unconditional love of the divine. So when you sign up for free for my weekly updates, you will get that free instant download of my free gift, returning you home to your heart. I so appreciate your presence in this community. It means the world to me. I'm so glad we're on this adventure, this next chapter of awakening and joy. Together we thrive and tribe. And until my next video, my beautiful friend, I'm sending you all my love.